Welcome back, y'all. We got another video. This should be a really good video for y'all today. Man, I ain't gonna lie to y'all. After I watched this video, bro, my whole thought process and just thinking about this dude, Nick Cannon, bro, was just thrown all the way off, bro. Like, so without further ado, we're just gonna get right into it. We're just gonna jump right into it.
I want to kind of go into the origin of like what you've done in the past. Some people don't know, and I'm going to ask you straight up. I've never asked you this straight up before. Um, was Wildin' Out stolen from you?
Yes, yes. It was stolen from a group, and you can Google. This is all Googleable. We were called the Other Level. It was myself, Joe Blunt, Howie Bell, and Thomas Ward, and Tony Roberts would come in and out because he was a working comic at the time. So he didn't have the time to commit to us to stay there to make it. We did what was that called? The Aspen HBO Aspen Comedy Festival in 2000.
Mm.
So remember, Wildin' Out didn't come out to 2005.
Okay.
So we already had a deal for that show. We then they pushed us to Motown Live, which was a show that was shot in LA. Montel Jordan was the host. They put us on that show
Right.
just to hold,
Right.
just to give us a little work. So it's things that I could point out in history that will let you see for yourself that, oh yeah, they was kind of doing this before that.
Right.
So Nick got the deal and just hired me. So I have three to four other guys that I always had to report to, and I had to let them stay with me because we in LA and we all homeless. So I'm the only one with money. So that's why the experience of it I didn't really cherish because I felt like I never got a chance to like do it myself. It was always somebody I had to do something for. Or you hungry, or you need this, or you need that, or you need. I'm
Mm.
working for like grown people, and it's not their fault. It's the industry. Like that taught me that no matter who made what up, if a motherfucker want it, they just gonna steal it.
For sure. Now, so I'm gonna run it back just so I can clearly understand what you put down. There was a comedy group that you were part of, and you guys were doing a somewhat a variation of what we now know as Wildin' Out, like sketches, improv, rap.
Yup, we
Yeah,
rapped,
the
we did
whole nine.
sketches and stand up in the middle.
Okay.
It was exactly like Wildin' Out. Here's another thing. And I don't want to jump too far, but here's another
Hmm.
very good point. When I quit Wildin' Out,
Hmm.
I complained to Nick and said, "Listen, if I'm not going to be on this show, you can't do the show that I brought to you. You got to
Mm.
change this show some kind of way."
Mm.
All then Conceited came.
Okay.
Then Hitman Holla came.
Got you.
Then Justina Valentine. So they had to change it to a rap show because it wasn't. And then here's another fun fact. I brought Smack from Smack DVD to Wildin' Out. I invited him to Wildin' Out. So he met Nick, and that was the connection. See, I was making the connections even when I was trying to leave.
Right.
Because I was the only quote unquote street guy, or let's just, a better way to say that is I grew up in New York. So when we was
Hmm.
filming in New York, my whole family was there. My grandmother sat next to Nick Cannon mom. So you know what I'm saying? So it's like they was trying to like they thought that I was running it in LA, but when we went to New York, I ran it even harder because I grew up there. So they were trying to find ways to just cut me out. Like after a
Right.
while, so Emmanuel, and I'm saying Emmanuel because this actually happened.
Hmm.
His first time ever, he was scared. He was kind of nervous because we were all like rock stars and he was just like a new guy. So he
Right.
wrote this big ass paragraph to diss me, right? So he did this big ass paragraph, and whatever I said, they didn't show it. They just showed me walking away from him. Then the next episode, they show somebody getting at me, and then they would show me walking away. Like they stopped letting me talk. They stopped letting me rebuttal. So that was one of the first things I was really angry about because I was like, how you gonna let these new mother dog the man?
They got to make the new, yeah, got to make the new people look like the man and phase you out. Now, I had asked originally just to make sure I'm following the timeline. The comedy group, you have the comedy group. You guys are doing a variation or exactly like Wildin' Out was known to become. In that, you get a deal. The deal then kind of holds your group kind of like onto the side. Nick Cannon then gets a deal with, I'm guessing now, MTV or Viacom of some sort. And then what happens? Is he coming to you and saying, hey, I like what y'all are doing, but I can just bring you into this?
Well, okay, so let me paint the picture for you. We both had a deal with Will Smith, Overbrooks, Overbrook Production. Our deal fell out. Nick deals fell out. Nick had a personal relationship with Will, so that's what kept him around. So either Will said, hey, you should take their idea, or Nick said, I'm gonna do their idea, but I'm just gonna take him.
Mm-hmm.
So he was filming Roll Bounce in Chicago, and I had just happened to be in Detroit. So he flies me to Chicago and shows me this blueprint of things, and I'm like, that's what we do. And he was like, yeah, that's what I want to talk to you about. So look, we're gonna do the show that y'all do, but me and you gonna do it. I said, but what about them? He was like, I don't know.
Yeah.
But I know you got a job, but stop worrying about them. You got the job.
Wow.
I'm like, oh my God. So it's like, that didn't set well, man.
That's a sticky situation, I could imagine, right?
It killed relationships, John. It killed it. You know, money kills everything. So imagine being dirt poor and we all sharing an extra large French fry, and all of a sudden now you got
You got all the money.
$2.5 million and I still don't have nothing. So we all looking at you like, oh, come on, man, give me this. Buy me some gym shoes. Nah, man, everybody daddy. So it's like, oh.
Yeah.
So, but to be honest, that's why I still have my chops in this business, because when I had my money, I shared it with people that I came up with.
That's real. Y'all heard it, man. Karma, shit took you a long way, man. You know what I'm saying? What goes around comes around. That boy Spanky Hayes was a real one when he got that money. Even though he had to cut his people out, he had to cut ties basically to stay with his idea that he created, to show that he wanted to, you know what I'm saying, to flourish behind. Probably wasn't even gonna be called Wildin' Out, to be honest. But he chose to stick around to basically, you know what I'm saying, like uphold the integrity of the show that he created, he helped create. And he got rich from it. And he just basically said, like, he helped the people that had to stay behind. He helped them out once he got his checks. Once he started getting paid, he was helping them. Like, that boy Spanky Hayes is a real one. Shout out to you, my dog. But for real though, this was wild. I ain't gonna lie. That boy Nick Cannon moved around slimy to get that show. And Will Smith to be a part of it too. I didn't even know Will Smith's company was a part of running Wildin' Out. So that was a big that was big. That threw me off too. I ain't even gonna lie. But y'all like, subscribe, comment what y'all think about the video below, man. This one was crazy. I ain't gonna lie to you. This one was definitely crazy. I'm a little upset, bro. You know what I'm saying? A lot of stuff starting to come out about these actors, comics, artists, rappers. All it's starting to come out, y'all. Y'all paying attention to the media. It's starting to come out, man. Y'all tell me what y'all think about it. And I'll see y'all on the next video, man. It's always, remember to fuck with me. I'm gonna fuck with you.